All right, welcome to the 17-day yoga challenge, day 6. I'm just getting the camera better situated. Okay, here we are. Welcome. So thank you for showing up here for day 6. So the first thing I'd like to say and speak here is an apology for yesterday's video. One, the video was much longer than I anticipated. When I start getting into the flow, I really have no concept of time whatsoever. And when it was done, it was an hour and 40 minutes. And I was surprised that it had been that much time. It didn't really feel like it was. Second of all, at 55 minutes in, I have my wired cord here, and apparently while I was down on the ground, I had bumped the on-off switch and it cut the sound off. I had no way of knowing. So the remaining 45 minutes of the video had no sound. So that's interesting because there was still a good solid 55 minutes of practice in there, which is about what the videos have been. But I did want to apologize for the sound cutting off and it, only seeing me move for the second part, not hearing what I was speaking. So if that was frustrating, I apologize for that. That's just one of those random technology things that I really had no way of knowing it had happened until I listened and just checked the video. And that's also the other drawback to live as well, is I can't really go back and edit it either. But that's okay, because that's part of a practice, is rolling with the flow. Like I've said a couple of times, nothing is ever perfect in the way we expect it to be. So we just have to roll with the circumstances and what comes up and go with it. So hopefully you found the first 55 minutes helpful. So with that being said, the volume should be working here. And excellent. So let's arrive here today in this moment. And let's clear the space and clear the energy, and whatever works for you. Again, you can use smudging, you can use the visualization, intention, whatever works for you. And take a moment here to clean and clear your space energetically, maybe even physically if there's items in the space that you're realizing need to be moved or adjusted, or if there's any support objects that you need, like blocks, then this would be a good time to grab what you need and have everything be organized. So setting just a collective intention here for this space. This is sacred space, it's safe space. This is a high frequency space, so only high frequency energy is allowed. Any low frequency energy is not allowed unless it is ready to be transformed into the energy of love and benevolent light. So you can picture yourself, imagine yourself inside of a crystal or a golden white light. And let yourself come into this present space. Maybe look around you and notice where you are, what is around you. Look to your right, look to your left, with the eyes opened. Look down to the earth, look up to the sky. And then from here, draw the hands into the heart. Natural inhalation, natural exhalation. And let's inhale, draw the palms up the midline, and we'll create that luminous golden white energy field around us as we draw the arms out, the palms around, and just tracing the energy around us to create that luminous energy field around the body. And then once again, repeating that motion, connecting it with the breath. Natural, uncontrolled breath. One more time. Hands come into the heart. Inhale. And then exhale, place the palms on the earth and just feel your palms on the earth in a gesture of gratitude for the support that Pachamama provides us. Looking down to the earth, and then draw the hands up to the sky. Look up to the sky and just being grateful for the sunlight, the air that we breathe, all of the elements, and bringing those two together to meet in the heart, placing the hands on the heart and breathing into the center of your heart, natural breath. And here, as you take a few natural breaths, check in and see how you feel in this moment. Where are you at? What is your current state of mind, your current state of being? And make a note in your journal, an energetic imprint or a comment in the video that states where you're at. And then identify where you're headed. Where do you want to be by the end of this practice? And again, write that down in the journal or make an energetic imprint, or even better, put it in the comments. And I haven't been asking, but I would like to ask as well that if you're getting benefit from these videos, to comment in there and, just say thank you or share some wisdom or insight that you're getting from it, something that you're appreciating. Also, if you can subscribe to my channel, I would be greatly appreciated. Also, like the video and feel free to share these videos. I'm putting this out there for the collective, for everyone. So anyone is welcome to join into the 17-day yoga challenge. And even though we're 6 days in, someone could start today at day 1. So please feel free to share, comment, be nice, like the video, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Okay, so the intention is set. Come into the breath. Just arriving fully present here, letting go of anything to do, anything that you have done, letting go of any nervous tension in this moment. And if there's any prayer or request for your behalf or for the behalf of someone else, let's do the Huna prayer here, and we'll once again state that prayer or request to whatever name of the divine you use, source, the name of a archangel or an ascended master, or whatever name for the divine you use. State the request, the prayer, to the name of the divine. State it 3 times. And then take the palms to the lap and say out loud, "May the rain of blessings fall, so be it." And let's do 3 rounds of Nadi Shodhana. We'll float right into this practice, inhaling, exhaling, finding that even inhalation, hold, exhalation, breath cycle as you inhale to begin. And while you're doing this practice, begin to engage Mula Bandha root lock. And anytime you lose the contraction of Mula Bandha, simply re-engage. And as you finish the last round of Nadi Shodhana, come into natural breath and just keep engaging Mula Bandha. And throughout today's practice, allow that to be the point of focus, Mula Bandha root lock. Anytime you lose the focus, lose the contraction, simply re-engage. And we'll go ahead now and do Uddiyana Bandha, inhaling, exhaling, all the breath out from the lungs, and then draw the belly to the spine, in and up. Both Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha engage, the breath is held out. When you need to breathe in, relax and let the breath be natural. On the next exhalation, draw all the breath out of the lungs. Mula Bandha engage, drawing the belly in and up, Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, relax, natural breath. And then exhale all the air out of the lungs, engage Mula Bandha. Engage Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale and relax. And then engage Mula Bandha. Inhale all the breath into the thoracic cavity. Drop the chin, engaging Jalandhara Bandha. Exhale and relax. And again, lift Mula Bandha. Inhale, draw the breath into the chest, relax the shoulders, drop the chin, Jalandhara Bandha. Exhale, relax. And last time, lift Mula Bandha. Inhale, draw the breath into the thoracic cavity. Shoulders relax, hold the breath in, drop the chin, Jalandhara Bandha. Exhale, relax. Natural breath. Inspiration. So inspiration allows us to see new possibilities in our life. It also energizes and opens us up to external influence. It also motivates us. How do we spark inspiration when we're not feeling it? Well, a challenge is a good way to spark inspiration. So showing up to this challenge is a good way to activate the energy of inspiration. And there may be times like now, 6 days in, when you're not feeling very inspired or motivated to show up. That's the part of the challenge. And as you continue to show up and work through the challenge, it remedies and recalibrates the energy to spark the internal fires of inspiration. So one way to motivate us to show up when we're in the thicket of the challenge is to remember the why. Why did you choose to embark on this journey in the first place? So in this moment, think back to the moment where you first learned about this challenge and decided that you wanted to begin. Even if it was just a subtle curiosity and you weren't 100% on board, but somehow you've made it to this point and decided to continue forward. Even if you've taken breaks and day 6 is really day 9 for you because there's been days off in between. That's not important. What is important is if you're sitting here with me watching this video, you've somehow made it here regardless of the calendar amount of time it's taken you to get here. Celebrate yourself for being present, for showing up. It isn't easy to continue to show up always when we're not feeling it. When the challenge gets thick, when it feels challenging, it's easy to abandon the mission, to give in to all of what life is calling us forward into, the external tasks, other exciting endeavors that maybe feel more fresh and new, more inspiring. Yet when we've made a commitment to do something to for ourselves and we continue to show up, this is how we work deeply within and we work through the challenge to end the challenge and spark those fires of inspiration. So remember your why, call that forward, and celebrate yourself for being present here. Thank you. So just to remind you, as we move forward, we're going to flow through the practice today. So up to this point, I've introduced the introduction practice, which we've been doing and just completed the intro meditation. And then we've done a movement practice with asana that has had a flow type energy to it, moving with the sun salutes, with modified sun salutes, and adding some strength building and flexibility postures, asanas in with movement. And that has been the body of the practice. So as we move forward into the body of the practice at this point, today we're focusing on engaging the Mula Bandha, staying connected with that, letting the breath be natural, and letting the movements that have been repetitively done at this point begin to have life in us, for them to move us a little bit. So I'm not changing anything a lot at this point, so that you can get a little comfortable with the flow and you can see how the movements are changing in your body, how they're shifting in your body, how the more that you are aware and kind of have an idea of what we're going to do, it's a little easier to drop in and not feel like you're having to constantly look up at the camera and wonder what's next. So allow these to have life within you, allow them to start to flow, and be aware and notice if you're noticing any shifts within your body, that maybe something's getting a little bit easier to move or do. Maybe you're noticing something you hadn't noticed before. So with that in mind, with the Mula Bandha engaged, let's come up to standing, your pathway, and we'll begin to move through the body of the practice. And I will do my best to not turn the mic off. Rooting the feet into the earth. We're always going to begin with standing and grounding. I call it standing ground. So feet, outer edges in line with the mat, the outer edge of the mat. So let me say that again. Outer edges of the feet are parallel to the edge of the mat. Knees are slightly bent. Arms can be at the side. If you feel you need to move the arms, you can follow the energy with the arms as well. Or if it feels better just to let the arms hang, then you can let the arms hang. So from here, we will breathe in as we bend the knees and exhale as we extend. And with this, again, is the awareness of the soles of the feet pressing into the earth. And you're moving slowly. The point is to draw the earth energy up into the body, to open the pathways from the soles of the feet into the earth, so that nourishment from the earth, that energy from the earth, can move into us, to ground us, to support us, to open up any blockages in the legs, in the lower channels of the body, in the root. And let's begin to bring the hands into the motion. You exhale, the hands rise up with the body, and inhale, knees bend. Engaging Ujjayi breath. And now take the arms and bring them all the way up. Root the feet into the earth, knees slightly bent. Inhale, extend long. We're changing the breath pattern. Inhale. And now exhale, bend the knees, the hands come down. Inhale. Let the inhalation reach its peak as you climb to the top. Knees remain slightly bent, but as you exhale, notice how gravity starts to pull the body. The head wants to round, the shoulders want to round, you want to slouch forward. Let that be the case. Inhale, rise. And this time, exhale and allow yourself to come all the way down, your pathway down, hands to the earth, or the knees, or the shins, or the thighs. And then inhale, open the backs of the legs, and a few times just to activate the back sides of the legs. Inhaling as you open to extend, crown of the head towards the earth, shake out the neck to release the neck. And then inhale, bend the knees. And now we'll exhale and take the left foot back. Knee comes to the earth. Rooting that knee down into the earth. Inhale, gather the energy and scoop the hands up towards the sky. Inhaling, reach long. And then exhale, hands come down to the earth. Slide the right foot back, knees root in the earth, shoulders over the palms. Inhale, round to the back, arch like a cat. And exhale, drop the belly to the spine. cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale. Now coming to a neutral spine. From here, once again, plank, you can either take one leg back at a time, or you can come all the way up into plank. So check in to make sure, like let the hips drop just a little bit, let the hips come up. And what you're looking for is that natural alignment where the hips are in alignment with the head. Gaze directly down towards the earth, tuck the armpits under the shoulders. And then from here, take the knees down and then come down onto the belly. And let the palms come forward, overhead, coming all the way down, forehead resting on the earth, prostrating into the earth, releasing the breath. Next inhalation, palms float back under the shoulders, squeeze the elbows, roll the shoulders, press into the earth to rise up to hands and knees. Curl the toes underneath. And then press with bent knees back to downward dog. And then open and extend the backs of the legs, pressing the palms into the earth, knees bent just a little bit. Look to the belly button, open through the backs of the knees, lift and lower up on the toes. Just warming up here into this, letting there be movement. Whatever feels like it needs movement in your body, allow it to have that expression. And then inhale the left foot to the sky. And lower the left foot to the earth. And then inhale the right foot to the sky. And exhale, we'll take this right foot forward. So you have some options here. You can take the knee to the earth, or you can keep the knee up. Drop the back foot down to the earth. Right heel in alignment with left arch, checking your alignment. You can take the elbow to the right thigh. Left arm extends out as you reach out of the left foot, stretching long through the side body. Inhale, exhale, draw the left arm around, up and over. Inhale, and then exhale. Let this arm come down. And now choose. You can keep the knee bent, you can fold up. We're coming into triangle. Left arm comes up to the sky. Look down to the earth. If you have neck issues, keep your eyes and gaze to the earth. If it feels right for you, you can tuck the chin and roll and look up towards the moon in the sky. Breathe naturally. Feet rooted into the earth. Reaching and extending between the two palms of the hands. And now drop the left palm down. Find your balance. And roll up, coming into tree, balancing on the right leg. Palms come together at the heart, finding your stability and balance. Inhale the palms up overhead. Press into the right foot, reach up, drop the shoulders, inhale. Exhale, palms come down, left foot comes down. Inhale, gather the energy from the earth to the sky. Extend up, breathing in. Exhale, rolling your pathway down to the earth. Inhale, release the crown of the head to the earth. Extend the backs of the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale. And exhale, step the right foot back. Knee to the earth. Gather the energy. Inhale, palms come up. Reach long through the side body. Exhale, palms come to the earth, stepping the left foot back to meet the right. Inhaling, arching the back into cat. Exhaling, dropping the belly to the earth. cow. I've never really quite been sure why this is called cow, but we'll go with it. Inhaling into cat. Allowing your spine from tailbone to the atlas, to the crown of the head, to all move here. Creating flexibility in the spine, massaging all the vertebrae of the spine. And then from here, finding your stability, finding your grounding, rolling the armpits under the elbows, and coming into your version of plank. Checking your alignment to make sure the hips are not too high or too low. They're just the perfect place for your alignment. Breathing naturally. Knees come to the earth. And then from here, full body comes down to the earth. Palms come forward. Prostrating onto the earth. Surrendering the breath. Inhale, palms come under the shoulders, spread the fingers wide, elbows in, roll the shoulders, press down and forward on the mat to rise up, hands and knees. Curl the toes, bent knees, press back, downward dog. Allow there to be movement here, rolling through the spine. And then rooting the heels into the earth as you spread the fingers wide, grounding in through the thumb and the pointer finger, engaging Mula Bandha, connecting it with the Ujjayi breath. Inhale the right foot to the sky. And then return to the earth. Extending the left leg from the crown of the head to the tip of the toe, reaching long through the back side of the body. Inhaling, left foot comes forward. You can come and modify this on the knee if you feel the need, or drop the right heel to the earth. First coming into side angle, left elbow to the thigh, right arm to the outer edge of the leg, and draw that arm up, extending long through the right side of the body. Feeling the length as you breathe in, and then exhale, let the arm rotate around to lubricate the shoulder joint. Arm comes up and out as you once again reach long out of the foot. Inhale, exhale, right arm drops down. Extend through the left leg, keeping the knee bent. Left hand comes to whatever is natural, a block. You can rest it, whatever feels right for you. Taking the right arm to the sky, reaching the arms away from one another. Notice if any of this movement is feeling a little bit more easy for you, more supple in the body. Breathe. And then from here, bend the left knee, right arm comes forward, find your balance, and move, connected to the Mula Bandha as you come forward into tree, right foot to the inner left thigh. Find your balance, hands come together at the heart. Breathe. Hands, inhale, floating up overhead, extending long. And the palms come down, right foot comes down, reabsorbing all of the energy into the heart, connecting in with Mula Bandha, knees slightly bent, gaze forward between the third eye, natural breath. Inhale, exhale, arms down, knees bend. Inhale, extend, reach up, draw the energy up overhead. Press the feet into the earth, reach long, feel the side body extend, create space in the low back, and then exhale your pathway down, palms down. Crown of the head releases, backs of the legs extend. Inhale. Exhale, knees bend as the left foot steps back. Knee comes to the earth. Gather the energy as you rise up. Feeling that stretch through the front gate as all of this opens. And then exhale, palms come down to the earth. Foot steps back, coming into cat and cow. Connecting the movement with the breath. Letting the spine have the movement that it needs to express here. But let the entire spine move from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And then letting this float in to your version of plank. Checking your alignment. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Knees to the earth, lower belly to the earth, coming all the way down, forehead to the earth, palms resting as you prostrate, releasing into the earth. Bhumi Pranam. Inhale, return as the wave begins to gather. The momentum rolls the shoulders around. Inhale, floats the body up to hands and knees, curls the toes, and presses back into downward dog as you feel this wave roll and ripple through the spine. From here, the left leg lifts to the sky. Left leg lowers. With your next natural breath, the right lifts to the sky. And then pull through the belly so this right foot comes forward, dropping the left heel to the earth. From here, find your position coming into side angle. Left arm extends up, over, and out from the foot, breathing in. Exhale, oscillating this arm around, lubricating the shoulder joint, returning to that side extension as you feel the entire side body open. Rotate the heart to the sky, look up to the sky, and then let the left arm drop down as you extend through the right foot and pull the left arm up to the sky. Look down, roll the chin through, find the moon. Form a gentle smile on the face as you reach the arms in opposite directions. And if you want to, you can take your arm out and let there be a little bit of core strength working in there, only if that feels right. And now let the left arm drop down. Find your balance, move steady as you bring the left foot forward, coming into tree on the right leg. Finding your balance, your stability, inhaling the hands, palms up as you press the right foot into the earth. Draw the tailbone down to create space in the low back to engage the low belly. Exhale, left foot connects to the earth to meet the right. Hands come down, exhaling completely, gathering the energy, inhaling, the wave flows up to meet the sky, gathering that fresh air and bringing it down, letting the body roll forward, coming all the way down your pathway, hands to the earth. Crown of the head releases, extend through the back of the legs. Exhale completely. Inhale, bend the knees. Float the right foot back, connect the knee to the earth. Gather the earth energy and inhale. Extend and rise up to the sky, feeling that opening through the front of the body. The chest opens, the shoulders relax. Exhale, hands come down to the earth. Step the left foot back and let the momentum continue through cat and cow. Inhaling and exhaling. And letting this float into plank, finding your position, your alignment, breathing naturally. engaging Mula Bandha, dropping the knees, dropping the heart, and coming all the way down to the earth. Surrendering the weight of the body into the earth and letting the breath stabilize. Next inhalation, arms draw back, elbows in, roll the shoulders, press into the earth, rise up, hands and knees, bend the knees, lean back and come up to downward dog. Pick the pinkies up off the earth, spread the fingers wide, release the head, look to the belly, engage Mula Bandha. And take the right foot up to the sky. I think we're on the first side. Take the left foot up to the sky. Connect the left foot to the earth. And then the right foot to the sky. And let the right foot come all the way forward. Drop the left heel to the earth. Coming up into side angle. Stretch long, oscillate the arm. And then let the left arm come down as you float up into triangle. And then scooping forward. I feel like I just repeated a side, so if I did, apparently we needed that side again. Coming up into tree on the right foot. Inhaling the hands up overhead. And extending left foot to the earth. Hands come down, exhaling, gathering the energy. Inhale, floating up to the sky. Letting it roll down to the earth. We're going to do the left side this time. Release the crown of the head, extend through the backs of the legs. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, step the right foot back. Drop the right knee to the earth, gather the energy, scoop up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down to the earth, stepping back into cat and cow. Letting the spine have that flexibility and movement that is your breath moving your body. Whatever feels right and nourishing for you here. And then allow that to come into plank. Checking your alignment. Engaging the core. The belly draws towards the midline of the body. Drop the knees, the heart, and come all the way down onto the belly. Surrendering fully into the earth. Next inhalation, catch the wave. Hands come back, press into the earth, roll the shoulders, float the body up, come onto the knees, press back. Downward dog, extend up, root the heels into the earth, gaze to the belly, engage Mula Bandha. Inhale the right foot to the sky, connecting it to the earth. Inhale the left foot to the sky. And then taking it all the way through Dropping the right heel to the earth, connecting the elbow to the knee, right arm to the side of the body, and then it reaching and extending it all the way up and out. Inhale. Exhale, oscillate the arm as it draws up, over, and down. And then once again, reaching long through the right side of the body, turn the heart to the sky, look up and see the moon. Drop the right arm down to the earth, extend through the left leg, knee bent. Draw the right arm up to the sky, triangle. Follow the pathway of the head. Look down to the earth, chin tucks in, and then rolls up to look to whatever place is right for your neck. Drop the right arm, catch the energy, root the left foot, and come up into tree on the left foot. Right foot connects to inner thigh, hands come together at the heart. Gaze forward into the horizon. Hands float up to the sky, reach long, pressing into the left foot. Right foot connects to the earth as you gather all that energy into the center of the heart. Letting the breath be natural. So let's move one breath, one movement through this next round. So let's inhale and exhale, drop the hands to the earth. Inhale, arms up, drawing the energy to the sky. Reach the peak. Let it ripple and cascade down like a cleansing rain coming to the earth. Inhale, open the backs of the legs. Exhale, bend the knees and step the left foot back. Knee to earth, gather the energy. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands come to the earth. Step back, cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower to the earth. Palms overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, palms come back, root in. Roll the shoulders. Rise, float up, hands, knees, curl the toes, rock back, lifting up to downward dog. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale the left foot to the sky. Connect the foot to the earth. Inhale the right foot to the sky. Pull through the belly, come all the way forward. Low lunge, left heel connects to the earth. Right elbow to the right knee. Left arm to the outer edge of the left leg. Send that left arm up, out, and long. Inhale. Exhale, roll the arm around. Returning it out. Inhale. Exhale, drop the left arm down. Extend the right knee and inhale, take the left arm to the sky. Inhale, exhale, allowing yourself to hold this for just a few breaths. Finding that right, correct, balanced position for your neck and your head. Send the head, the top of the head, away from the tailbone. Breathe in, and on the exhale, let the left arm come down. Find your balance as you're moving. Bring the left foot up. Connect it to the inner right thigh. Hands come together at the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up. Press into the right foot. Relax the shoulders. Stretch through the side body. Create space in the low back. And then exhale, left foot down, hands come down, knees bent, engage Mula Bandha, hands come down, exhaling completely, catch the wave. Inhale, the energy rolls up, reach up, find the peak, and then exhale, roll forward, down, hands to the earth. Inhale, extend through the backs of the legs. Exhale, bend the knees and step the right foot back, drop the right knee. Inhale, gather the energy as you rise up, pressing into the sole of the left foot. Reach up, lift the heart out of the belly. And then exhale, palms come down. As the left foot floats back, start to engage cat-cow. Inhaling and exhaling, connecting Ujjayi. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees to the earth, belly to the earth, coming all the way down into full prostration. Release the breath. Feel the breath in the belly meeting the earth. Inhale, palms float back under the shoulders, elbows in, roll the shoulders, press into the earth, rise up, hands and knees, curl the toes, float back, downward dog. And just pause here in downward dog for a moment. Look to the belly button. And now take the right foot to the sky. Right foot connects to the earth. Left foot to the sky. And bring the left foot forward. Drop the right heel. Left elbow to the inner left thigh. Right arm comes up and out into side angle, reaching long through the right side of the body. Let that right arm oscillate around, connecting it with the breath. Inhale, exhaling, extend out. And then drop the right arm down, extend the left leg, pull up and out. Right arm to the sky. Arms reach away from one another. Breathe. Crown of the head moves away from the tailbone. Arms move away from one another. Breathe naturally. Inhale. Exhale. Right arm comes down. Catch the energy. Find the balance. Rising up, rooting into the left foot. Right foot grounds into the inner left thigh. Hands come together at the heart. Breathe naturally. Ujjayi, engage Mula Bandha. Press that left foot into the earth as you rise up into the sky. Root in to rise up. Stretch long. Drop the shoulders down the spine. Relax the face. And exhale. Gather the energy. Bring the right foot down and connect everything in to the center of the heart. Hands come to the heart. Knees slightly bent. Pausing with the breath. Arms come down by the side, palms forward, feet underneath the hips, outer edges of the feet parallel with the mat. Heart lifts out of the belly, tailbone presses down to the earth, Tadasana. Gaze forward to the horizon. Soft inner smile. Jaw relaxed. And then from here, let's make our pathway down to the earth, whatever works for you. We explored the other day just coming down. So if you want to come down through a squat, you can bend the knees like you're going to come down. So again, only if there's no knee issues, no, hip issues. If there are, then come down with what works for you, but take your feet out wide. And if you want to come down, you could come down to here into Malasana for just a moment's time and see how this feels, just to rest here. And then you're really close just to set the tushy down on the earth and come into a seated position. So staying with the flow, we'll now go into several rounds of Kapalabhati, breath of fire. So once again, best to be done on an empty stomach. And so as long as this is probably at least 45 or 50 minutes into the practice. So as long as it was about an hour before this practice that you ate a heavy meal, then you might want to just do a conscious breathing exercise. If you did not eat a heavy meal within that time frame, then engage in Kapalabhati. And if you did eat a heavy meal, then wait and do Kapalabhati on your own in a few hours from now so that you're still engaging in the practice of it. So once again, engage Mula Bandha, tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Natural breath. And then inhale to begin. And then hold the breath out, lift the pelvic floor, focus the gaze between the eyebrows at the third eye. And inhale natural breath. Round 2, engage Mula Bandha, tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth. 1 natural breath cycle. And then inhale to begin. Hold the breath out, pelvic floor lifted, gaze at the third eye. Inhale, natural breath. And for the final rounds, lift Mula Bandha, tip of the tongue to the root of the mouth. Breathe in, natural breath cycle, and out. And then inhale to begin. Hold the breath out. Lift the pelvic floor. Gaze at the third eye. Inhale natural breath. And if you want to stay here in meditation, please feel free to remain here focusing on natural breath. If you'd like to come into Shavasana, make your way down onto the back. Letting there be space between the feet. Letting there be space between the hands and the body, palms up, rolling the shoulders underneath the heart. Crown of the head releasing into the back of the head, which melts into the earth as you surrender the weight of the head into the earth. Forehead relaxes. Eyes drop into their sockets. Cheeks melt down to the earth. Jaw softens. Ears relax. Throat, neck releases as you really surrender the weight of your head into the earth. Maybe gently rolling the head side to side, just subtly a few times, nice and slow, to really allow it to unwind itself as it melts. All thoughts release. All gripping in the face is undone. And letting this relaxation now melt into the shoulders as you feel the shoulders and everything that you carry around on your shoulders is freed up, and you feel the shoulders melt into the earth, and this relaxation flows down through the arms, the elbows, forearms, wrists, through the palms of the hands, through each knuckle, all the way down into the thumbs, the thumb tips, and each of the fingertips. Taking your awareness into the tips of the fingers and the thumb. The arms are heavy. And letting this relaxation, like a nourishing wave, wash through you as you feel your spine melt into the earth. You're not supporting the weight of your body here. You're giving the weight of your body to the earth. So you feel your chest relax and soften. The side body relaxes, the belly softens. You let all of the organs have their natural vibration as they all reset to a healthy frequency, working in optimal balance with your whole being. And you feel the hips heavy as all of the muscles of the low back and the pelvis, the base of the spine relax and release as your body just naturally comes into its own innate wisdom, its own alignment. Letting the earth support you in finding this alignment as this relaxation flows down through the legs, the thighs, the knees, the calves, the shins, through the ankles. through the soles of the feet, all the way to the tips of each of the toes. Taking your awareness to the tips of the toes. You're not holding on to anything. Your entire body is deeply relaxed, being supported by the earth. Giving your nervous system an opportunity to relax and recalibrate. It's safe to let go here. You have this moment to deeply release and let go. There's nothing to do. Anything you need to do will be waiting for you when the time is right, but now is your time to integrate the benefits of your practice. So resist the temptation to move any part of the body. Remain in deep stillness. You know, at any moment you could choose to move, but instead you're making the conscious choice to remain completely still. And with each moment that passes, you feel yourself relaxing deeper, deeper, and deeper as you feel your body heavier, heavier. And you get a sense of that place where your body meets the earth. And you imagine within the earth all the roots and the nourishment that grows from the soils of the earth beneath you. And you feel these roots grow up and make contact with your body. And through these roots, here in this state of deep relaxation, you're open to receive the nourishment that you need. Allow that nourishment to flow from the roots within the crystalline grid of the earth into your body. Let your cells drink from this nourishment and be bathed in light and all that is good and healthy for them to live harmoniously in balance. That community of cells that is within you, a community that works together to keep your life flowing in balance. And your blood and bones and all of your organs receive nourishment from these roots. There's nothing you need to do here, just open to receive. All parts of your being receiving what you need to feel healthy, vital, happy, in good health, whole. All of this is being provided to you in this moment. And the more you relax, the more you receive this nourishment. Just keep letting go, releasing and surrendering, and trusting that your body knows how to absorb what is good for it. And it knows how to let go and mulch what is not good for it. When we step out of the way, This process happens instantaneously. Now imagine from within the earth, you feel a heartbeat. You feel it beating like a drum, and it sends ripples and waves and currents of a golden pink light that move from within the earth through these roots. And this golden pink light courses through you, surrounds you. All parts of you drink in this golden pink light as you feel yourself filled up with this golden pink light. And that nourishment and that golden pink light goes to where you need it the most. And as you feel yourself filled with all that is good, healthy, for your highest good, that golden pink light, all of the nourishment, it begins to flow from within out. See this golden pink light emanating from within you, radiating in all directions. The light is the purest expression of love, of joy, of all that is for the highest good. Imagine that light moving out and moving through everyone you know, through your community, the city, the town, the state, the country, the world, and expanding into the far edges of the universe as far as you can imagine in all directions. Everything is bathed with this high frequency golden pink crystalline light, beating with the heartbeats of the mother. All pathways are clear. And now allow this light to reabsorb and begin to travel from all directions, gathering now into your heart. Imagine it gathers into a seed within your heart and flows through your body to your fingertips, your toes, to the crown of your head, into your eyes, all of your organs. And gently begin to wiggle the fingers and toes as you move with the awareness of this golden pink light coursing through you. And then move the ankles and the wrists. And draw the hands up overhead like you're waking up from a long, deep, nourishing, regenerative sleep. And taking a deep breath and try to induce a yawn. And gather all this energy together as you roll over onto the right side of the body, curling up into an embryo shape. As you rest here for a moment, just being present without being in too much of a hurry to move forward. Just notice how you feel here in this moment. Do you feel held? Do you feel nourished in this moment? On some level of your being, do you trust that you allowed yourself to receive the nourishment that you needed? In gratitude for this moment and all of the moments that have come together to bring us to this point in time, Let's now begin to move up to a seated position. Meeting me here in the welcome. So check in here for a moment and identify and see how you're feeling before we close. Did you arrive to your destination, or did you come to another destination, perhaps one that you weren't expecting? Check in and see where you're at here in this moment. So again, celebrating you for showing up for day 6. And if you made it to this point, then you've successfully completed day 6's practice, which means that you are making it through the challenge and that the spark of inspiration is beginning to shine from within you. Stay with it. Don't give up. Keep meeting me here and keep showing up. I totally understand the challenge. I totally understand what it's like to show up and stay committed to ourselves. And I know the points in the middle where it gets harder to show up. And I understand all of the external life that happens that tries to pull us away from those commitments we make. Sometimes those can be good things and sometimes they can feel like not so great things, but either way, they are things that pull us away from our commitments to ourselves. And this is one opportunity at a moment in time where we've made a commitment to ourselves to show up. And by doing so, we will end the challenge. Excellent. Let's Om and seal in all of the good energy as you flow forward from this practice. Activate and emanate that golden pink light, that nourishing light that is the heartbeat of Pachamama that beats within you, and allow that to be with you as you walk forward in your day. Hands together at the heart. Inhale, exhale, and inhale to begin. Inhale. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. The golden pink light within me and the sun that is reflecting off me, through me to you, bows and honors the light that you are. Thank you.